So I go to him for blessings, and he was kind of doing something, and I said, Gurudev, aaj mera birthday, I'm here for blessings. And he goes, Kal aana. And I kind of looking at him, and remember, it's my early days with Gurudev, so I've not fully understood the enlightened master yet. So I'm going, but Gurudev, today is 17th of July, it's my birthday, Gurudev, that's why I'm here. No, your birthday is tomorrow, you come tomorrow. I said, Gurudev, today is 17th, tomorrow is 18th, today is 17th, it's my birthday. And he goes, Yes, I know, but your birthday is 18, come tomorrow. So I was lost. I thought Guruji was up to some mischief, or I was disheartened. But because Gurudev said it's tomorrow, I went. In those days, we didn't have mobile phones, so I used a PCO, and I called my house. And I called, my mother picked up the phone, and I said, Mom, I really want you to think through carefully and tell me, was I born on the 17th or on the 18th? And she goes, I know it was a Saturday, for sure. And then I had that calendar those days, which we used to keep for keeping phone numbers and stuff. And I looked at that, Saturday was 18th. But then I said, Mom, do you have anything else that can confirm that it was the 18th? Is it your Janam Kundli? Because the day you were born, the Jyotish had come and they had done the horoscope for you in the hospital on the same day, few hours later. So I said, go find it, I'll hold the phone, and my PCO bill is going up. She ran, got it, came back, and on the Janam Kundli also, it was 18th of July 1976. So almost 20 years of my life, I was celebrating my birthday as 17th, and the master knows. Think about it. If he knows the date and time you were born, how can we think he doesn't know what we are going through? How can we sit in this ignorance thinking that the Guru doesn't know what's happening to me right now? I think that experience taught me one thing. You can run, but you can't hide. So the Guru knows. He knows what is happening. He knows what you need. Sometimes he interacts, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he sends a message, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he sends a messenger, and sometimes he leaves time to be the messenger to tell you what you need to do. We just need to have the faith and know that the Guru knows, and know we are well taken care of, not just from what is happening now, from the time we were born and even before that. So I think that was quite a interesting, experience.
Very interesting. But you said two stories.
Sorry?
You mentioned two stories from the private.
Yes, another one that happened in Scotland, and this was experienced by 40 people with me. It was not just me. But the previous day, when Gurudev was on his visit to Scotland, on the previous day, he said, Dushyant, tomorrow for lunch, make upma, but make it with a lot of vegetables. And he said, 80% vegetable, 20% upma. That was quite strange. Okay. I mean, maybe Gurudev likes more vegetables than the actual grains. So my ex-mother-in-law was there in Scotland at that time to assist us with the visit. She made, it was Bhanu Didi, me, my ex-wife, Gurudev, and a couple of people in the house, 7 people. So there was one glass bowl with upma 70% filled with 70% vegetables. And that's all he wanted, upma and juices and stuff. So he comes in to the house, and of course we don't tell where Gurudev's, you know how it goes. If people know where he's going to be, then you have a lot of people. So we kept it a secret where Gurudev is going next. We skipped him between 2 events to our house to quickly have lunch. He came in, sat down, we served him in the plate, his plate, we served him, and suddenly door knocks and the ring comes. So I go down, open the door, there are 40 people, lunchtime, standing outside the door wanting to come up. So you had to, our apartment at that time was a mezzanine apartment, so people had to climb up to come to the apartment, but a single door, not an apartment style, but like a townhouse. So I said, give me 1 second, let me check with Gurudev. I closed the door, went up. I said, Gurudev, there are 40 people outside. Shall I ask them to come back later during darshan time to the hotel? And he said, no, they've not eaten. They must be hungry. Bring them up. And while I'm walking down the stairs, I'm thinking, they are hungry. Bring them up. But Gurudev, you only asked for upma. There is nothing else and just one bowl. 40 people. So, but Master has spoken. You keep your brain aside and do what he's asked. I went down, opened the door, 40 people, 37 odd people come up, sit down, and looking at Gurudev, and Gurudev said, you all have not eaten, right? And everybody said, yes, Guruji, we have eaten. You know why, right? Because if you see you've not eaten, he'll send you away. So, no, yes, Gurudev, we've eaten. And Gurudev says, no, you all need to eat. Dushyant, sabko plate do. Give plates to everybody and serve them food. I'm thinking in my head, what do we do? Take a spoon and give a spoon per plate? It's just a transparent upma bowl. What do you do with it? And 40 people. Now I'm thinking in my head, maybe a spoon. And then I'm looking at him while I'm thinking that Gurudev is just one bowl. How do I serve? Do I serve a spoon? And I'm kind of thinking, not even telling him, but I'm thinking, and he looks at me and says, there is enough for everybody. Bring me the bowl. And I gave him the bowl and he blessed it. And he said, now serve. We gave like a full plate to 40 people out of that one single bowl. Look, everybody were there in that room. It's not just me. 40 people ate from that bowl. Full meal. Everybody satisfied. Everybody had a good lunch with him. And then we went out for the event. It's like I've seen it. And not just me. People, a group of people together ate from him, multiplying as our ancient masters have also done to satisfy the needs of the devotee at that moment. It's amazing.
Wow. Dushyant, you mentioned about the early days of Ashram, where there was not many people, only 100 people around and all that. So any memory from that time, Shakti Kutir and being in Ashram with Gurudev, something like that?
Lots and lots and lots of memories. One of the good things in those days was that we had so much access to him and so much knowledge that we could share. He would take sessions and would participate in sessions with him. A lot of knowledge that we've gained in those days. He doesn't have that kind of time anymore, which I really miss. In those days, he used to sit for 2 hours, 3 hours in his room and work with him and do things. But of course now, in those days, he had less people were reaching out to him, and now we're talking about hundreds of millions of people. So it's different days. But yes, those days, everything was very unique. Everything was very personal. Everything was like him directly intervening in everything that happens. I still remember when I was doing my TTC, there's intense TTCs those days, very intense. And in my TTC, 8 of us, when we were doing sadhana, in that sadhana, the presence of Guruji was felt like he's next to you at all times. It was so powerful being with him and around him those days. I still remember once there was, in my TTC actually, this happened. And I'm sure a lot of my colleagues who became teachers in the same phase 1 would remember that we finished sadhana, and we were made to sleep on the chest after the sadhana was over. And suddenly there was so much of rose fragrance in the meditation hall. We didn't have any other also. We used to have a smaller meditation hall in the old ashram, which is now converted to the matrimonial hall, I think. So that meditation hall, we used to, so lying down on the chest, so much rose fragrance, you can't even imagine. And when I got up, I felt there was something under my chest. There was something, some object under my chest. So I'm coming out of the sadhana, coming out of the meditation, slowly trying to open my eyes, and I kind of went into a little bit of a bhujang asan. I was kind of cobra. I was still trying to come up, and I saw a full rose under my chest. I picked up a full rose, and I looked around. There were 6-8 of us who had a rose under their chest in the sadhana. And yeah, I mean, those days were very unique. I still remember when I came to the ashram for the first time, and I was walking through the ashram. Swami Satyajita stopped me and he said, "Oh, Dushyant, you are here? It took you a long time." And I'm thinking, what is happening with these people? I'm in the ashram for the first time. I've never met these guys. So those days were very unique, very, very different. There's so many memories. But one thing I can tell you, that from my experience, the personal touch, whether Gurudev had 1 million devotees then and 800 million now, the personal touch that Gurudev had maintained, I've never seen that going down even by 0.1%. Everybody, he's still connected the same way, still connected and sending out his blessings, his shield the same way. It is unbelievable. So even if we were 200 people and the attention and personalized answers that we would get, millions are getting it the same way. So I think what has happened over time, that I guess Gurudev's consciousness is kind of so vast. So instead of encompassing 200, he's encompassing millions at a time. So yes, but I miss that, that direct advice, the direct, guidance that we used to get. But it's coming the same way, but through different messengers and different ways now, and little less direct from him.
So do you feel that the earlier time when you were more frequent, you're meeting him more frequently, and now where you're doing much more work, but you're meeting him less frequently? So do you miss that time to meet him frequently, or do you feel that contentment has come now?
It's a wonderful question. I think we are very content. I'm very content because I feel him all the time. This is my office where I'm speaking from. This is my own office, but the staff is outside. But there's not a moment where we don't feel him. When I make a decision in the business, I feel kind of the subtleness in that decision, that he's making that decision as well. Whatever we do, his presence is, I think, personally, Digvijay, I think his presence is felt a lot more now than I used to feel before. Because before I was so stuck in his physical presence only. But now, not being in the physical presence, I understand that his physical presence is not the only presence that he has. His ethereal presence is a lot more stronger and guiding me a lot more than his presence. Not having said that, I still miss when he pulls my cheek and he taps my shoulder and does all of those things. But I've also come to realize that when you're on the path and you don't need an attention, that also means everything is set. Just keep moving ahead. If attention is needed, the call will come. The message will come. He will reach out. So if he's not reaching out, you have to take it as a blessing now. That means that whatever is set for you is happening, and you're also walking on the path that he wants you to walk on. To serve, to be the human being that he's trying to make us exhibit into this world. Yes, I miss his physical presence, but I know he's always there. And I
I
know
think that's a great message for all the teachers and volunteers who are watching and who are missing, talking to him, going to ashram, or if his blessings are there, things are set, and he will reach out if it's needed. Anything else you would like to share? There's so many volunteers, teachers are watching this. And
No, I must say, I was flying with Gurudev last year. I took a big trip in India for a week. And so many conversations, and when I talk, there is the business side of me, there is the art of living side of me, and I'm talking with him about how do we balance this side. And I said, Gurudev, we really need more entrepreneurs in the art of living arena. Can tell you, traveling with him is no fun. Huh? My God, every day by 9 o'clock you crash. That's it. You wonder how Guruji is doing this for the whole year, every day. So I was traveling with him for a week, and a lot of conversation happened sitting next to him on the plane so many times, and we speak about things. And I also, being a very business-focused art of living teacher right now, I kind of started saying to him, Gurudev, we really need more entrepreneurs now in art of living. Yes, art of living course fees is great for the foundation to serve, but it's not going to be enough. We need to find and build a big entrepreneur. We need more entrepreneurs in art of living who can conduct large businesses and support the humanitarian cause of art of living globally. And he goes, Dushyant, we need the balance of both. Teachers have to be entrepreneurs have to be teachers. That is the balance we need to bring. We need both. And to me, what I would urge to our teachers, I'll urge to our volunteers, that don't think art of living is a way for our sustenance. Art of living is the way for sustaining the society. So what I would say is, yes, there are a lot of full-time teachers. We need those full-time teachers. And they must 100% be full-time, because without these full-time teachers, we part-time teachers and we volunteers cannot fully commit and dedicate to teach and spread his knowledge. So apart from the full-time teachers, the part-time teachers and volunteers, I would certainly urge you to indulge yourself, be creative, think what online businesses you can create. Gurudev have already created Sri Sri Tattva. It's such a solid business model. Shankar, I've been a part of Shankar Skincare in US for 4 years. I am doing a seminar in Guatemala in Latin America in a few weeks. I do whatever I can, be a part of creating a sustainable income source through the various businesses that are associated inside the art of living arena. Sumeru Solutions is there. If you're a software developer, you have skill sets, reach out, do more, bring more businesses to art of living. There are so many companies, real estate businesses we have, software business we have. Bring business to art of living so we can create fund, but these funds are not going to one person. It's helping and serving the entire nation. So I would suggest every part-time teacher, every volunteer, become not just a sevak to do seva to advertise courses for a teacher. Think beyond. Think, how can we create wealth together and make this wealth available to the society, which is Gurudev's vision, to create this one world family, the 5H program, and all these river regeneration projects. It needs crores and crores of money. And right now, Gurudev is driving it all by himself. He is the person driving hundreds and thousands of teachers to teach so we can have some course donations, and do this and do that and create different businesses so the funds can come, so that together as Vasudeva Kutumbakam, we can all go and make a massive difference on this planet. Even you talk about the Kosovo we served the FARC. All of this cost the foundation a lot of money. And each one of us as individuals with this knowledge, with this grace, have the ability to build businesses, support businesses, and bring businesses to Art of Living, so that we can all together make a lot of wealth and serve humanity and reach out through Gurudev's message, through Gurudev's inspiration, and his one-pointed focus to uplift human life across the world. We all need to join together and not just teach and sing bhajans and all of that and do sadhana only, but also engage, focused engagement into how do we all think to create more sustainable platforms for Art of Living to do more for the society.
Very true, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, what is Gurudev for you?
Gurudev for me, a father, a teacher, a friend, and the only true relationship which will be everlasting, not just in this life, for any other life I may take in my journey as a consciousness. True companion.
And if Gurudev is there in front of you right now physically, how would you like to express this love and this gratefulness to us?
All I would say is, Gurudev, thank you for this second life. Thank you for giving me the honor to serve you. And please continue to bless us, make us strong in wisdom and wealth, so we can serve with you this humanity which needs a lot of assistance from you and what we can do through you.
Thank you, Dushyant Bhaiya. This has been a wonderful interaction. There is so much to learn, there is so much to get inspired from, and there is so much to feel mesmerized by all the miracles that you shared about Gurudev. I think your life is an example, all these stories example how Gurudev is 100% human, excellent mentor on a human level, how he is much beyond the human dimension. And plus he is not only about sannyasa or leaving everything. And yes, there are swamis who are living their life that way, but he's also about whatever is best for each one of us, and to exhibit our potential. He is guiding all of us for that. Thank you, Dushyant Bhaiya, for your time. And anything you would like to say? Anything more you would like to say?
Absolutely, Digvijay. Thank you for hosting me. And I can tell you the Guru stories that you are doing now. I've been watching every episode of yours. I think I don't know if you know, you inspire me every single time I also look at these videos, because I have my life. But when I hear you conducting these interviews with so many teachers who have gone through their ups and downs and how Gurudev have carried them through their ups and downs, I feel blessed that I'm not alone. We have a massive community. We have a big Sangha, and thank you for connecting all of us through the medium of Guru Stories as well. You're doing an amazing work. Please do not stop. There are hundreds and thousands of us who have experienced a lot of miracles, have a lot to say. I hope you do not stop this Guru Stories at all, and may this Guru Stories reach out to millions more who need inspiration.
Thank you, Dushyant Bhaiya. And there is an app now on Play Store, Guru Grey Stories, developed by our own Sumeru Softwares Technologies team. And also, it's coming on iOS very soon. So, as of now, it's only on Android. Within a week, it will come on iOS also. So, you can have one tap. It's only 2 MB apps and very beautiful. So you should have a look at it.
Will do.
So till then, till we come again with one more Guru story, all of you share this video on WhatsApp, Facebook, all the social media. What inspired you the most from this video, from this session? Do write in the comments and check out the channel playlist. We have Michael Fishman, John Osborne, Patty Montella, and Vishnitya Pragyan, all of the senior teachers who are sharing their story, their life story with us, so that we also learn a lot from their experiences. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. Thank you.